Melvin the Magnificent says, do you guys think Frank Gore deserves a gold jacket after his retirement? Why? Is he a Hall of Famer, Frank Gore?
What's a gold jacket? Hall of Famer?
Yeah, Hall of Fame.
I would say I'd really like to look at his stats, and I don't have a chance now. I would say he's an all-time great 49er. I'm not sure he's a Hall of Famer.
Interesting. If you looked at his stats, you might think he is a Hall of Famer because what he has going for him is longevity and production. He's been playing forever. He's going to end up, I think, the second or third most rushing yards of all time. But he was never really a top 5 running back in the league. So what do you do with that?
Yeah.
I mean, he's like a pitcher in baseball who got to 300 wins, but their ERA wasn't necessarily as high as, it was in the 3s, not the 2s.
Right, and he never won 20 games.
Never won 20 games, but pitched until he was 43.
Right.
And got there. So what do you do with that?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
He was never Bo Jackson.
No. That's it. That's a perfect comparison. See, to me, Frank Gore is a Hall of Famer. Bo Jackson isn't. Bo Jackson didn't stay healthy long enough, even though he was better when he was healthy than Frank Gore was. It matters what you accomplished, not what you could have accomplished.
If they put in Frank Gore in as a Hall of Famer, I wouldn't have any objection.
Yeah.
He was a wonderful 49er. God love him. And I think when he retires, there'll be some sort of a job for him at the 49ers. I think they love him that much.
Yeah, they see him as part of their family if they have one. Max says, what if Lance isn't even in the top 5, but Mond is? Wouldn't be surprised if Shanny takes him. Something unexpected will happen. Greetings from Germany. Thank you, Max. I don't think my dad really knows too much about Kellen Mond, although I've told him a little bit. But it's my favorite quarterback. I hope they like him. But we'll see. Niner Dude just gives us $5. Thank you so much, Niner. I appreciate it.
You have to know, Niner Dude, I don't get any of that $5, but it's okay.
That's true. He's a little salty about it, but, well, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to redo our arrangement. Dad, you got to get an agent, and then we'll talk about it, all right?
Have my people talk to your people?
Yeah, we'll have to make an arrangement. You going to call? Should I call you?
No, I'm not done yet.
Good. What are we talking about?
Okay, I want to talk about how happy I am that I won't have to talk about the draft for another year. Could I just say this for a minute? I'm going to take my glasses off because I want you to see the emotion in my eyes. This has gone on for 6 weeks.
Yes.
I am I want to fall down and pant like a dog.
Yes.
I am so tired and bored of talking about the draft. I am ready to talk about whoever they take. And then I'll learn about this guy and I won't have to think about the other guys and we'll find out what happens to Jimmy. And that's really, really big news. So I want to make an analogy to CNN. I want to tell you guys, my wife watches CNN all the time. I feel like Wolf Blitzer moved into our house with that hangdog look. And Jake Tapper. Now, here's the thing with Jake Tapper. His voice, we know his father.
Yeah.
Ted
I
Tapper,
like his dad. Ted Tapper's a good guy.
Very nice. Ted Tapper was a doctor and an intern at a University of Pennsylvania with my brother Robert. Yeah. I've known Ted Tapper since I was in my early 20s.
Yeah.
But Jake, oh my God. And what they do is before a debate, the presidential debate, they get on with Jake and Dana Bash, and they all say, what are they going to say?
Oh.
What do you think? What points are they going to make? How the hell do I know? I mean, they didn't make the points, and they'll go on for weeks. What if he says this, and then if he says that? And this, with the draft, I could hear Dana Bash and Jake Tapper talking. It's like, oh my God, if they take Mond or Schmond or this guy or Fields, and who knows? So
I know.
In a way, I'm putting you down, and I'm sorry.
I can take it.
But the thing is, you have to do it because that's the big topic. But what I'm saying is now we're going to get to a real topic. The real topic is they took so-and-so. What are the ramifications and what happened with Jimmy? That's a real topic. Everything that's been happening up to then is CNN. And that's CNN.
Yeah, and so you just compared my YouTube channel to CNN, which is fine because I basically did start a 24-hour 49ers news network. I think I'm the first one to do that. And it seems to be very successful. People want 24-hour Niners news. The problem is when they traded up to number 3, that created 5 weeks of me bringing people on my show saying, so who do you think the Niners should take with the number 3 pick? Because I have to. Every time I do anything other than that, the views aren't the same. So I understand why CNN does what they do.
Right.
The views dictate it. And our friend Francis from the meat department DM'd me yesterday and said, "Hey, when the Niners made that trade up to 3, that was kind of like you hitting the lottery, right?" And I said, "Yeah, quite literally. It's been the best thing that's ever happened to me financially. So if you look at me as CNN, I can take it. Call me Wolf Blitzer. I'll be Jake Tapper for the next 3 days, but I am looking forward to being done with this as well."
Are you sore at me that I brought that up?
I like Jake Tapper. I like Ted Tapper. I like Don Lemon. I like everyone over. Do I watch CNN? No, not per se, but I like the idea of them. So
okay, I want to say one thing, and then sweetie, and then we could get out of this. I much prefer you to Wolf Blitzer.
Thanks.
I don't think I've ever seen Wolf Blitzer smile. He
what's
looks
the
like
problem with Wolf?
I don't know what happened to Wolf. Don't read that. I want you to look at me.
Okay, I'm not reading it.
What I want to say is Wolf Blitzer walks around with like a cloud over his head.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy, and Wolfie's got that look, and with a day, and breaking news. He's from Buffalo, New York. Maybe if you're born in Buffalo, New York, that happens. He is the saddest guy. Wolfie, come on. That's what I had to say, Iggy. You're not
Right.
Wolfie.
Well, thanks. My dad doesn't think I'm Wolf Blitzer. I'm gonna step up. I like that. That's a good thing. Jeff says, Lowell, what 49ers rookie gave you the best and biggest impact the second you saw them play on the practice field?
You know, I'd like to say Jerry Rice, but he didn't start off all that well. Okay,
Right.
I know. Ronnie Lott.
Ronnie Lott.
He
was a big hit right away.
I had to think of that. Ronnie Lott.
He was a big hit right away. They understood what they had.